Total Pro Sports presents 10 Reasons Why People Hate LeBron James. LeBron James is one of the most iconic figures in the history of professional sports. The longtime NBA superstar has launched his name into the GOAT discussion. Whether he catches MJ or not in greatness, the legend of James will not come without hatred from fellow NBA players, teams, and other fans. Here are 10 reasons why people have or still hate the King. Number 10, makes East weak. James made it to the NBA Finals in 2007, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2015. So you get the idea. In his era, basically one man made it to the NBA Finals every year. Such is life when you're that good. But he took out the Indiana Pacers 3 times with the Heat. He took out the Boston Celtics a number of times and ended so many other teams' dreams. Number 9, too good. Similar to our last point, LeBron has basically swept away most people who come in his face. When you're one of the best athletes, other people hate you because you're beating them and not on their team. If there was a modern Michael Jordan, it's definitely LeBron. Some people still hated MJ and the Chicago Bulls for dominating the league so much, and it's not much difference with King James. Number 8, aligning with stars. The New York Yankees of Major League Baseball earned a lot of haters because of their long history of signing every star player to ridiculous contracts. Though LeBron hasn't been a GM yet, he joined Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. After that, he left them to rejoin the Cleveland Cavaliers, this time with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Maybe a little too much bandwagon jumping there, Mr. James. It's all your choice, King. But just a warning, you're not going to win fans for it. Number 7, ridiculous media coverage. Though it's no secret that the top athletes generate a ridiculous amount of media coverage, LeBron sometimes go over the top. Taking off his headband seems to mean 45 minutes of discussion on major media outlets. Sitting out on the fourth quarter in a blowout game, now it becomes a top news story about how selfish he is for not finishing. Anything he does takes up significant television time, when there are way better and more important stories. For such NBA fans, the excessive coverage this one man gets is more than enough to hate him. Number 6, a Dallas Cowboys fan. The Dallas Cowboys just might be the most hated team in the NFL, let's be honest about it. When you're hated and you hate a team that is more hated, the haters are going to hate you a lot. Did we say hate too many times? Call this a joke, but if Donald Trump were a Yankees, Cowboys, Boston Bruins, and Lakers fan, he'd bring a lot more hatred upon himself. He even loves himself some Des Bryant, one of the most hated NFL players the league has ever seen. Number 5, calls himself the King. If you want a good nickname, you should let someone give it to you. Babe Ruth, the great Bambino. Wayne Gretzky, the great one. But when you give yourself a nickname, which James did in his own case, it's as cocky as it comes. Nobody likes arrogance, and LeBron showcases arrogance by calling himself the King. That's also a questionable nickname when Kobe, MJ, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant made cases for being the king of the NBA. Number 4, quitting. James has earned a reputation as a little bit of a quitter. Even though cramps hurt, we see NHL players play with broken legs, and NFLers come back from nasty headshots. But James has had to leave the game for what seems to be minor injuries. If people are going to hate Jay Cutler for missing a game over a sprained MCL, then with that logic, you probably hate a guy who's playing with cramps. Number 3, flopping. Come on, Cavaliers and Heat fans, you can't deny this enough. Yes, he's been the best player of his era, but there's not a single question he's loved to flop. This has been unfair to other NBA teams who try to win games by playing basketball instead of auditioning for theater. This isn't WWE, but James loves to pretend he was viciously hit or elbowed. That's not how true champions play, but he's gotten away with it for a long time. Number 2, whining. Everybody loves to win, and everybody loves a good winner. But nobody likes a bad loser, which James has done. How often do we see him screaming at officials when he doesn't get his way, especially when the officials are right? He also complained about the air conditioning in San Antonio during the 2014 NBA Finals, which is a little ridiculous. He's still great, but he should play a little more classy, and not like a 3-year-old. And number 1, the decision. LeBron was just as loved as any other athlete. The homegrown Cleveland product made a laughingstock franchise one of the most exciting in all of sports. What was there to hate? Then he needed an ESPN feature called The Decision to announce he was leaving Cleveland to take his talents to South Beach, joining the Heat along with Bosh and Wade. He left behind a legacy he made in Cleveland. Instead of bringing a championship to his hometown, he went to another team to win titles. It took Cleveland 4 years to forgive him when he joined them again in 2014. Still, basically everybody hated him for going to Miami, where the Heat dominated for years. His hero label had been tarnished, and he became an NBA supervillain. But he's made a quest to be the hero once again. What NBA player do you hate more than LeBron? Tell us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you didn't subscribe, now's a good time to do so. We upload 7 videos a week. As always, we thank you so much for watching.